morning, everybody. You're listening to Jim White and Simon Jordan. We're live in talkSPORT. So Liverpool end their losing run by hammering Frankfurt 5-1. Does the winning formula going forward no longer include Mo Salah? Meantime, Tottenham take a point in Monaco. But amid some boos, what does Spurs fans really want? Also today, did we witness a true boycott at Sheffield Wednesday? After La Liga's climb down, is Serie A next? Will John Terry ever be a serious candidate for management? Did Rodgers need to double down on his Honda Civic comments? And fight pundit Spencer Oliver will join us live as we build up to Wardley versus Parker. Jim White and Simon Jordan, and we are live on talkSPORT.
100% engagement. Jim White and Simon Jordan on talkSPORT.
Now then, I was worried about you this morning because I looked out and I saw trees bent over. Storm Benjamin beginning to take a grip, and I thought, he'll be holding on to his hairpiece this morning as he leaves his fashionable penthouse apartment. But you're fine. You look a bit toozled, as we would say in Scotland.
Tousled.
Yes, but you're okay.
I'm all right. I am. Walked my young son to school this morning.
Good.
I don't happen to be in a very good humour because the British justice system in this country is absurd. I won't get into that.
Yeah. And in the meantime, this is our last day with you for quite a number of days.
Yes.
Because you're off to España.
Society has earned a well-earned rest from my activities.
Okay.
It was Milford Stevenson, wasn't it, in Sentencing the Craze, wasn't it? That was Judge Milford Stevenson in Sentencing the Craze, wasn't it? Or was it John McVicker?
Oh, was it?
Society has earned a well-earned rest from your activities.
All right. Thank you very much.
So you know.
All right. Just so as I know. I will get through today. With the help of producer Luke, who very kindly administered me another Lemsip just as I came through onto
what's the
the
matter?
studio
You're not well.
floor. No,
you put it out there, so we might as well ask.
It's something
Are you
given
not
me,
well,
clearly.
Jim?
I think I got it from Danny Murphy yesterday. But anyway, we will crack on. And Danny was right. He was the first one to say yesterday, don't expect Mo Salah to be in the starting lineup.
Yep.
And he got it right. What do you think, Simon, after the mini recent slump? Is nothing like an emphatic response to shut down all the noise. Eintracht Frankfurt 1, Liverpool 5. That's some result.
Yeah, it's a good result. I mean, the fact that Eintracht Frankfurt playing games this season and in the 10 games they've played, 55 goals have been scored, give you some indication that they're capable of both scoring goals and conceding goals. And so for Liverpool, it will be, back to what they think where they think they should be.
Yeah,
there'll be some concerns. Isak isn't firing, is he?
No.
Tragically, terribly, I feel terrible for him.
He came off injured too.
But Liverpool got the result they needed.
Yeah.
And then normal services resumed, which is Liverpool being in the groove. I mean, I don't think Frankfurt are much of a side, but it doesn't matter if they're much of a side. You've got to beat them. They've had some decent results themselves.
Exactly.
Times this season. So they're not mugs, but I think that you would expect Liverpool to be put to the sword. It might just tell you that playing in the Premier League is actually more difficult than playing against some of the European sides.
Yeah, we'll get to the Mo Salah situation very shortly. But Arne Slot post-match was asked, "All right, well, what was different about tonight?"
The biggest exception for me was today, compared to the other games we've played, was the playing style of our opponent. So we got also some energy out of the moments we could press them, which in the last 4 or 5 games we played, we were not able to press the opponent because, the ball wasn't on the ground, was through the air.
Now, you're not having that, are you? You didn't like that?
No, I mean, we're building up a narrative around Liverpool that teams have to play the way that Liverpool like them to play in order for Liverpool to win games. That's what we're hearing. So obviously I'm assuming that Eintracht Frankfurt didn't bank up, didn't make it difficult, came out and attacked Liverpool and subsequently got their due just rewards. So that's the point. Yeah. And I don't know what I make of that. I think that the best teams in the world have to overcome whatever the opposition throw at them. And if that's a team that wants to bank up, make it difficult, deny the space, play in a low block, whatever terminology we want to use in the modern day, and you can't overcome it, that's not on the opposition, that's on you.
But it's okay to talk about the opposition and what they do or what they don't do, isn't it?
Sure, but the idea that ultimately you get an outcome because the opposition played the way it suits your team, when you actually distill it, when you distill that and you step back from it and cue the outrage from Liverpool fans that if you dare criticise anything to do with their football club in any shape or form, they become outraged. The idea that a manager says that the reasons why we did well is because of the way the opposition played. I mean, just distill it for a moment. Just process that in your thinking.
No, I know what you're saying. I know.
The way that the opposition played.
Yeah.
Okay, what about the way that you played? I mean, I'm assuming that there has to be an ability to overcome whatever the opposition throw at you.
Yeah.
So unless it's the opposition's job, I'm assuming that on the on the opposition's team sheet, it must now read playing Liverpool. We must play in such a way that makes Liverpool look good.
Come on.
But it is, isn't it? Pack it in, Arnie. You're better than that. You're a brilliant football manager. Your team has come up short in games because the opposition have found a way to negate what you do. How about you raise your game with all the talent, all the resources you've got around you, and find a way to open up teams, get an early goal, get the opposition having to come out of their half, and then you can pick them off.
Yeah, no.
How about that?
I see where you're going with it. One notable absentee, of course, was Mo Salah. And Jamie Carragher had commented that maybe Salah shouldn't be an automatic starter. Well, where have we gone to with Mo Salah? From last season's Willie Won't He contract saga to this season's Willie Won't He start on the bench. And Danny Murphy yesterday picked up on Carragher's comments.
He shouldn't have to start every game, no. I agree with that. I don't think...
Shouldn't have to. I mean, that's a different thing from shouldn't be able to.
Well, he shouldn't...
He's out of form, isn't he?
For years...
He doesn't work hard for the team.
For years, it didn't matter what he did, he's going to start.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be the case now.
So he's no longer an automatic starter?
No, he shouldn't be. Nobody should be.
And that's a fair point, isn't it? Doesn't matter who you are. Nobody should be an automatic starter, including Mo Salah. Am I not right? I mean...
Well, depends what that person does for the team, even if they're out of form. So there is an element of, should the captain of a side be an automatic starter? If say he's 10% of his game, his form isn't great, but he's still valuable to the team.
Yeah.
Is there an argument for that?
We've seen captains being dropped in the past.
If you make your play, if you do the Gareth Southgate position and ignore it, which is I only pick players that are in form, and then pick players that you like from the past that have done things for you in the past, then you get caught out in that argument. I don't think there should be a guaranteed place for anybody, but I think there should also be a lot of currency and a lot of latitude and a lot of credit in the bank for players that are capable of changing a game, but and also have indicated what they're capable of doing over a long period of time.
Sure.
So Salah has been a player that has produced outcomes for a long period of time. I've questioned certain things about him in the past, but you're not allowed to, because he's such a wonderful player that if you criticise anybody, and ultimately they're a protected characteristic. But the fact of the matter is that I'm in the camp where I'm ambivalent about whether people should or shouldn't. I think there was a certain place where sometimes you have to allow people to come through bad form, and get into the best form that they can be in if they've lost their current form.
Yeah.
The situation with Salah is, because what Danny said was right yesterday, it's amplifying the fact he doesn't work hard. He doesn't work hard. He's a forward-going player only. Yeah. You know,
yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that if that's the way your team is set up and you achieve outcomes.
Sure.
But if your team needs support and help, and it needs defensive support from its forward players, then don't be looking in the direction of Mo Salah, because he's not going to give it to you, and he hasn't given it to you.
Yeah.
And maybe he hasn't been asked to, and in part, maybe that's not what his brief has been in terms of what he's been told to do. Now, ultimately, it's being exacerbated because not only is he not scoring goals, not only is he looking out of sorts, he also is now not tracking back in the same way that he wasn't before. So, to go to your point, yes and no. There's no fixed answer. It depends on the team.
I heard Gabby saying there, from a player's perspective, Salah, this was Salah. And he had a look in his face when he came on towards the end of, you dare to drop me? You dare to drop me?
It's like, would they ever drop Messi? I mean, would you ever drop Messi during his pomp years, not when he's 40 years of age, or whatever he is now, 36, 37, when he was in his 20s? Would there have ever been a time, if Messi was out of sorts playing for Argentina or playing for Barcelona, that they'd have dropped him?
Well, this is Messi, though. I mean... But this is Salah. Yeah, yeah.
And Salah's been put on a pedestal. And Salah has scored so many goals and been the recipient of so much praise and adoration and adulation and necessity to stay, and everyone standing still waiting to see if he's going to go to Saudi.
Yeah.
You know, and now all of a sudden, well, hang on a second, he's not beyond reproach.
Well, let's put it out there actually this morning, Simon, because Danny threw it in yesterday, and I must admit, it gathered pace thereafter. Mo Salah, I don't think he'll start tonight. Well, he didn't start last night, and Liverpool romped it by 5-1. So does the winning formula going forward no longer include Mo Salah? Certainly for the time being. You might want to give us a call on that. 03717 223344 81089. We'll get into Tottenham amidst some boos. What do Spurs fans actually want? We'll get into that as well. But on Salah, Liverpool fans, where do you stand with it? Going forward, does the winning formula going forward no longer include this man? Give us a call. 03717 223344.
talkSPORT.